Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's a little bit later. It's probably like a month since probably time this comes out, since my last upload. Last upload, I'm pretty sure, was cutting the hole in the bonnet. Pretty sure that's what that was. I've had a bit on since then. I haven't been. I said I was gonna do a separate video fully on the wiring, which I still haven't even done the wiring yet. But I've had that much stuff going on. I mean, I've had to do the wagon. I finally got this thing running a little bit better. I did the spark plugs and all the engine setup and whatnot. But I ended up lifting the front. Like I said, it never actually ended up settling to what I want it to be. It's still fucking 2, well, even 3. But until I get a custom tail shaft, it's gonna stay like that because I've got a turbo LSD diff. If I go any lower, it actually the tail shaft actually hits the fucking chassis. I mean, if any of you guys have an idea on how to fix that besides getting a custom tail shaft, please let me know. But that's all I've got. Anyway, I've been repainting. That's pretty much the whole reason I haven't really been doing other videos. How I said, remember the episode on the roof getting repainted? That paint's really good. A lot better than the other paint, which is on the doors still. But I've done guards, bonnet. It's a lot better paint, it really is. I've even done the rear quarter panel with the other paint, with the roof that paint that's on the roof, English. And obviously you can see the difference between the panel and the door. And all this slap was all over the panel. You can't even really see the slap too much, and that's only probably like 1.5 coat. So I still got more coats in it, but I just haven't done much. Been very lazy with it. I've had so much stuff on, as I said. I've been doing painting, getting the wagon sorted. I've also bought another, really interrupting me, birds. I've also bought another daily so I can save money to fix all these. And I've also got a baby on the way. So due to having a baby on the way, I've had to try and save and budget much I can. So I've bought a daily, and a lot of shit was wrong with that. So I fixed all that. That's what I did last break. I literally fixed the hell out of that. Like I did. Oh, so much wrong with it. I mean, I had to do a new shock because the hat shock was like not even bolted in. Had no front brakes. Had like been in a front end collision, so like the whole front guard and like indicator was fucked. So I fixed all that. So that's good now. And now obviously the missus is driving that. So that's been saving money when I'm not home, instead of driving the wagon, which is good. So that's just a little quick life update intro. Don't know what else is going to entail in this video. I may paint the doors on this side in this video. So if you see like a time lapse, because I've been recommended to do a time lapse by a few of you guys, so and that should spice it up a little bit. And then I'll do that, probably clean up the doors, tape up the windows and whatnot. I'll get onto that more than likely. And then I also got to take out the diff. Don't know if I'll get all the way through it. I may jack it up, take the wheels off, undo a few bolts and record that, probably time lapse that as well, run through a little bits and pieces what I'm doing, but we'll see. Only time will tell, and only this video will tell what happens. So stay tuned and see you sometimes this week when I'm actually doing it all. But that's a quick little life update intro. So yeah, see you guys shortly. Alright, so it's like probably like 2 days later, I think, since the start opening clip. I wanted to do the paint that day or the next day, but Saturday and Sunday, which is the days in between, so the entire weekend it was raining. Because Adelaide weather is great every time I need to do something. So I never ended up doing it. But today, we're going to do it today. So obviously nothing has changed in the car. Haven't been able to do anything. I have bought more paint to be able to do it, and I even bought clear coat to really just polish it up. So I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna dry the car. They're still a little bit wet from like yesterday. And I'm gonna like obviously clear it all up, make sure it's all clean and all ready for a coat of paint. So I'll set you guys up when that's all done, and we'll get this time lapse going that everyone's been asking for. Alright guys, my apologies. After that first time lapse, I tried to make another one because I got a phone call, so I had to stop the first one. And then I forgot to actually click on time lapse for the second one. I just recorded like a fucking 10-minute video. So that is not going to be included. I apologise. You can't see the front of the car done time lapse, but it is done. And that's the good thing. It is done. Did the front door, back door obviously. You saw the back door. Didn't see the finished front door, but finished the front door I did. What I did this for, that hand signal in that time lapse, because all these fucking bugs, just after I finished painting it, decided it was a good fucking laying ground, and now I've got bugs in my paint, so I'm going to wait for it to dry anyway, and then when it dries try and pick them off and then repaint it. But at least it's not that bad, and the rest of the car is fine. So that's the first coat done at least. Now let's let that dry and then come back and then do another time lapse of the second coat, and I promise I won't fuck it up. Not like that first time lapse, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. And yeah, let's let this dry. Hopefully the weather does hold off, because Adelaide is just shite. And yeah, see you guys for the second coat. Oh, now that's done. Pretty much second coat. Did the mirror. I ended up taping off the mirror, so I didn't do it fully in that quick time lapse. But that was the second coat done. And I went over the back of it a little bit more again, and the front of it again, because that was only done once before. So I've still got to get underneath here, but I just want to get the doors done, because obviously the most pain part were the windows. So I want to get the doors done mostly first. So I've done all the second coat now. That's pretty much all I need. So now I'm just gonna wait for it to fully dry. So give it like maybe an hour or two, and then I'm gonna come out and actually just do a full clear coat on it, just to really protect it, because this paint already is really good as it is. Like, as unbelievably like well lasting in the weather. It looks great. It stays shiny throughout, no matter what, like no matter the weather. My bonnet hasn't even been coated yet, and that's still like looking beautiful, and that's in the sun, and that doesn't even have a clear. So this side will look fucking amazing with a clear coat. So keen to get it done. Just gonna let it dry now. It looks so much better than it did with the original orange beforehand. It's a lot smoother, a lot clearer. So I'm keen for this to be done. So let's let this dry, just like we did with the first coat, and I'll be back and do a third and final time lapse of the clear coat. Get hyped, guys, because I know fucking I am. And just like that, clear coat is done. I'm only gonna do one coat, but that's even beautiful. Like, it's actually looks really good with that clear coat. That's amazingly better than the other paint that I was using, like extremely stupidly good. Holy God. That's like, yeah. I can't even, I'm mind blown how good this has turned out. So much better than that original paint that I used. And now it just looks almost like a show car, but it's a damn burnout car. So when this is done, I'm so keen for the finished product. But I'm still gonna come out. I'm gonna let this dry overnight because it's what, like 4:30 something right now in the afternoon. So I'm gonna let this all dry and cure overnight because that's definitely what it needs now. The sun is out, so that is a good sign that it shouldn't rain tonight, which means this should all dry nice. And then tomorrow I'll come out and show you guys the finished product with it all dry, clear coat, 2 coats of orange, looking absolutely beautiful right now. I'm keen to see it tomorrow. Obviously I'll take all the tape and everything off before I do the video, so you guys can see the proper product, like obviously with no tape and everything, just clean. And then that will be this video done. But let's just skip in the future and let's look at the finish. Well, I spoke too soon. It definitely rained last night. I must have jinxed it. Fuck. But anyway, I jinxed it. I wiped the car down a little bit because it was wet. Obviously, because I said it was a bit. It won't rain because it's beautiful sky. It's a beautiful sky again, but it must have pissed down last night. Anyway, I've wiped down the paint a little bit. What the part that was underneath the cover seems dry, so that's all good. I mean, doesn't really seem to be any water like swells in the paint, so I'd assume it's dried enough so the paint is just obviously beating off it, which it is beating off it, so that's a positive. That's a good positive. But unfortunately it didn't rain. I'm not happy the fact that it fucking rained, but oh well, you win some and you lose some. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna quickly dry it, take off a little sticky tape and dry it, and then I'll show you guys the finished product properly without the rain on the car. And here we have it, more dried off at least, and the tape removed. So obviously the tape still has all the, like the black pillars still have all the old tape from when I first painted it, so I'll probably get a whole new plastic anyway. But besides that, now the car's actually dried, and I did wipe it down with a cloth, and it's still like, still feels fine. Like it's, doesn't feel like it's peeled, nothing's on the rag or anything to show that like it's been, the paint's been coming off the clear coat, nothing. So I think this paint is a success, even with probably only 5-6 hours of curing, because I went to bed at like 11 and it wasn't raining yet, so it was it had a few, definitely a few hours to dry. So that's the good thing. It must have fully dried before the rain hit, probably around midnight sometime. So that's a positive, guys. Definitely the positive. This side of the car is done. So hyped. It looks so good. Even though it's not the sunniest, you can still see all the reflection and the glare. So definitely worth doing this again. But I need a boot to finish it. This one has a rust hole, so I'm not even going to bother doing that one. But then the car's practically done. After that's boot's done. So on that note, the painting is done. I'm so keen. I'm obviously not happy with the weather, but today I fly out. So yeah, obviously it's fly out day today, so I can't do anything else. And obviously it rained anyway, so everything's still wet either way. So even if I did want to do anything and I was still my week off, sucks to suck because I couldn't. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this quick, was probably not quick, it's probably still like 15 minutes, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just painting the car. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse and a little life update at the start of the video. I know, pretty sure I said I was going to do the diff in this video, or I don't know what I said in that first video, to be honest. It's been a few days, but that'll have to be another video as well. At least you guys have more videos to the series to watch, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your week, your fortnight, your month. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.